Any moment. And that moment is now. So welcome back. We are live here at Live Reality Games, streaming live here on Facebook, live on YouTube, and everywhere that I share this post with pretty soon after I do a quick little introduction here. We are joined by some great panelists tonight. Destiny, we'll start with you. Destiny, how are we doing this evening?
I'm great, and I'm the mole. So, spoiler alert.
Kind of gives away the season, but we are talking about the Michigan Mole. Destiny, are you in Michigan right now?
No, Iowa.
That's really problematic. If you were the mole trying to sabotage this game, I don't know how that's going to work, but I wish
It's really close. I could be there in a few hours.
Iowa, really, like, I don't know. I'm really bad with geography, but I believe you, so.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah. Heather joins us as well. Heather, are you any closer to Michigan than Iowa?
I am in a different country. I am in Canada, but I am also the mole. So.
Wow.
It's
JT, are you also the mole then, I assume?
I am in New York City, and I, in fact, am the mole.
Goodness! I didn't even do my introduction yet. I am Dustin, and I am the mole as well. So, gosh, this is a crazy season.
We're all moles.
Just to give a little bit of background about the panelists here tonight and share some of their live reality game experience in this cast assessment here to provide a little bit more validity to our opinions, because our opinions matter, as it does in any live game. And we have no idea who the mole is, besides every one of us, of course. Destiny, how do you know about live reality games? What's your experience there?
Oh, I played my first game, I guess it was 2 years ago, I think, Mayhem Manor. And then I've played another live game called Shady Survivor, which I think just finished airing a few weeks ago. And then other than that, I really like the people who are playing. So I am one of those people who all weekend long, I'm watching those feeds, I'm commenting, I'm starting the group chats, we're cheering on our favorites, and we're talking a bunch of junk. I'm in every one of them. We love it.
And this game is going to stream live. The Michigan Mole is streaming live to the best of their capability. You know, it's been a rough year for everyone, so we are all just super excited about the live feeds that we get and to root for our favorites and to root for the mole, whoever it may be. Heather, same question to you. How do you know about the mole and live reality games in general?
Well, my experience with live reality games, my first one was Mayhem Manor, the first season, where I came third out of 42 people. And then my next one was Home for the Holidays, where I think I was the third boot. So, you know, it's kind of a balance.
I feel you there.
We are currently planning with Mr. Clark Wilcox and crew. I'm on production for Root of All Evil coming up in October in North Carolina. And yeah, I know about the Michigan Mole because I was an original cast member, and then the borders are still closed, so I had to drop out. So unfortunately, I could not live out my moley dream.
Gosh, now they don't even have a mole. Like the four of us are sitting here on this podcast talking about them. They're missing a mole. This is going to be the spoiler of the season. JT, same question to you. How do you know about live reality games? What's going on there?
So I played my first live reality game almost 2 years ago, and that was Survivor Buffalo Season 2, where I was the second boot. It was horrible. At the time, I was like, it's the worst experience of my life. I'm never doing this again. And then the next weekend, I went and played another reality game.
You're like, I'm done with this one. Next one.
Right. I played Home for the Holidays, where I did a little bit better. And I played that with Heather. It was fun.
Yeah. You evicted me. I hate you still.
Did I vote to evict you?
Probably.
But yes, so that was fun. And then I am playing some more games this year.
How exciting.
And then actually in 2 days, I'm hosting my very first live reality game, and that is Doubt Live.
Oh my gosh, we heard about this last year, and now it's continuing on again?
Well, we had to push it back due to COVID. And so we finally have everyone and everything in place. Everyone's ready. Everyone's pumped. Production is pumped. The players are pumped. It's going to be great. It's going to be an awesome one-day game. We're going to be streaming live on Facebook, so make sure you guys check it out. Just go to Doubt Live Facebook group, and it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. It's a cross between Survivor, Big Brother, and Sequester with a little bit of mental warfare mixed in. So it's going to be great. Yeah.
Sounds dangerous already.
It is. It's very dangerous.
But what's more dangerous than this panel is a giveaway. So this is a special announcement, first time announced here live on Live Reality Games. We are close to hitting that 500 mark on Facebook. If you go to facebook.com/Live Reality Games, if you hit that like button, and when we get up to 500, we'll be doing a special giveaway for these right here. This, Survivor fans, is an official buff. Of Live Reality Games. So it's with the new logo. You can wear it as a headband, a necklace, a wristband, as I will be doing all night here tonight. But It's perfect for the summertime. Details about the contest will come out when we hit that 500 mark. So get those likes in for facebook.com/Live Reality Games. It's the page, not the group. The group is with us as well, but it's specifically for the page, which is dedicated to these podcasts. So all right, enough of that little work out of the way. We are here for the cast assessment of Season 1, The Michigan Mole.
The Michigan Mole.
For people that are not as familiar with the mole, as some of us here on the panel are, that is unlike a voting scenario like a Big Brother or like a Survivor. It is more a detective game. Some person is there to sabotage the mole, and then all the other players are playing to compete for a winning pool of money at the end. It's these players that have to figure out who the mole is and make it to the end of the game. Thank you also for the comments that are coming in. Jay says, love all the panel so much. Thank you.
Love you, Jay.
Hey.
And while we love comments here too, we also love to hate comments too. So if you have a comment and you disagree with some of our cast predictions, if you think somebody is the mole that we obviously do not see, you are wrong. But you're welcome to leave a comment saying the opposite. So let's just get started with this cast. It's a phenomenal cast. I know there's been some switch ups and whatnot with everything that's going on, but we are excited to see a live game cast. First up on this cast, not somebody that I'm too familiar with in games, but we have Agent Drew here. Foslad. Is that how you pronounce it? I have no idea. It looks like he is 29 from Arizona. Anybody know this Drew character?
Yes, that is Drew Olson. He is from, I'm not even sure where he's from.
Temple, it looks like. Temple, Arizona.
Yeah, he's I played a Alias game with him, so I didn't know who he was, and we really connected, and he is such a lovely guy. He's awesome, and he's playing with his very good friend Hannah, so they're like buddies.
Oh, good to know. Maybe like two duo detectives, like that commercial with the detective and the emu. I don't know if he's the emu or Hannah's the emu, but anyway.
Never did that. But yeah, so I've never met him in real life, but he's a really pleasant, personable guy. So maybe I'll get him through a little bit.
Well, I just Googled what Frostlad is, and outside of a Filipino Switch Pokemon guy, it means obsessed with cats.
Oh.
So later we'll see another obsessed with cat individual, and maybe they're like a little secret duo, and I just ruined the whole secret there.
We are detectives as it is. We are all the mole, and we're all detectives
here
at the same time.
Well, we do know that Hannah is obsessed with Hello Kitty, so.
There was an alliance that would be the perfect one.
Yeah, they actually played the Alias game as a duo, but as a one Alias like character. So they were switched forth, and they were very clean. I did not know that I was talking to two different people.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's good. That's talent.
They're definitely in sync with each other. So
yes, come on, Twin Twist.
Yep.
I was trying to think of a word that rhymes with like kitty cat and twin at the same time, but I got nothing. Like
Twitty cat, a twitty cat. I
Twitty
thought
cat.
about twitty cat.
All right. Next up here we have. Speaking of kitty cats, it's Hannah.
Hannah.
I love her.
Codename Cat Eyes, age 22, resides in Las Vegas, Nevada. So sounds like she's good at gambling, taking a little bit of risk, which is really important on these surveys at the end of the mole. So maybe she's willing to risk it all, and hopefully it pays off.
Yeah, I have a little experience with Hannah. I have only talked to her through online games, but she seems super genuine as a person. And she does what she says she does what she says she's gonna do when she says she's gonna do it. So hopefully that will, come in handy in a mole game when it comes to earning money for the team. And if she is the mole, that is definitely a skill that will help the mole, because if for these first couple of rounds I'm being very upfront and honest, and me as this type of person, then later when I don't do it and I'm able to hide it well, then you won't suspect me.
True. She's very sweet and innocent.
I would almost go that she's not the mole because she is so sweet and innocent, and I just don't see her being able to, not that she couldn't, because she could, she's capable of anything, but I just don't see it in her nature to want to be the one to throw these challenges. I was a roommate with her in Mayhem Manor, and she was the sweetest person. When you kind of go in there in the beginning, you have a lot of anxiety, and she was really good at making it calm. Her and I probably had the most luggage of anyone else in Mayhem Manor. Like, combined, we probably could have clothed the entire 42 cast of people. Overall, I just don't. I would put money that she's not the mole.
I'd put money on that too. I'd take that.
Same.
Well, if anyone wants to disagree, we got money on it.
No, I have my 2 predictions on who the mole is, but I'll wait for them to come up.
Ooh, exciting. I don't even think I've made my predictions yet, because I don't know this whole cast of people. I know a lot of characters in here, but I can't wait to see what your opinions are. Speaking of opinions, my Facebook chat just keeps going off crazy. Super busy with live reality games, of course. But Robert says he is great panel of stars. Hey, stars here. Thanks, Robert. And a little bit of feedback. It sounds like Drew and Hannah have hosted together. So definitely the dynamic detectives, as we thought. So
yes, the detective duo.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Dirty Dan, or she also goes by Sabrina, age 28, resides in San Antonio, Texas.
I have never played a game with Sabrina, but I've hosted Sabrina in my trivia series. And I've played alongside her in trivia games before. And she's a hoot. She's very funny, and she definitely has like an infectious personality. So that will definitely come into hand with her. Come in handy. Come in handy for her. When it comes to getting people to agree with her and think the way that she's thinking, if she has a suspicion. So yeah, I think that she's definitely she's going to be a good detective.
I have played a game with Sabrina.
Uh-oh.
And I love her now, but I didn't love her in the game. So I found her to be very transparent in what she was saying. So she was telling lies, but you could see through them very easily. So if she is the mole, I hope she can take some advice and just kind of less is more sometimes. And that would stop you from getting caught. But she does have a very contagious personality. You want to be around her. She is very likable and hilarious. She's super funny, which is always going to be a win in my book. But she could definitely pull off being the mole if she tried.
Yeah, it sounds like she is super infectious, because we have a lot of comments coming in for Sabrina. We got Trevor out there, and then one of our podcasters too, Nathan here. They played Big Brother Columbus together. Nathan is one of our podcasters. He is covering MTV's All-Star Challenge, or the Challenge All-Stars. Him and Lee do a great job throwing shade at people all episode long, fantastic to watch. So thanks, Nathan, for cheering on your favorite. I actually got to interview Sabrina after her show on the Penthouse, and she was one of the players that was able to find a secret card. So if she's finding the secret information on that game, I think she's going to be well suited to find the information in this game as well. Up next, we have Ben Jabberwock, age 31 in Columbus, Ohio. Sonny, I just mentioned Big Brother Columbus.
I played a game with Ben Wood 4 or 5 years ago. It was a Jake Valentine game. It was a similar game to the similar format where we had to find out who was the killer. I don't really remember much because he was quite inactive at the time. So I don't really have too much experience with Ben.
Yeah, I'm not. I think that I've like crossed paths with Ben maybe in a game or two. Like I feel like I recognize his face, but it's like more than just like seeing like commenting on the same post on a Facebook group. I feel like maybe we did maybe like he was eliminated from his tribe as I was being eliminated from my tribe kind of thing, and we just never crossed paths, like that kind of thing. But I definitely have like seen him like in the same cast as me before, but it was just a long time ago.
I think he's a reemergence.
I do think he went away for a while. We were seeing him kind of everywhere, and then he must have taken a break.
Yeah.
Ben is also very funny, but his humor tends to rub people the wrong way. So if you don't get to know him and don't get to understand his humor, it's very kind of like pokey, like, like
Off-putting kind of.
Yeah, like, hey, your hair looks stupid. You want to go get pizza or something like that, where you're like, what? But he is funny, but you have to like that type of humor. And so especially in this game, after everything that everyone's been through, I just predict that the emotions are going to be very high. I think that just the feeling, live games are already really intense. Everything you feel is like amplified by 500%. Add on quarantine, add on COVID, add on the world. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster for people. And if Ben is continuing with that humor, I think he's going to have a little problem, and they might just kick him out because they don't want to.
Ben applied for one of our live games that we were unable to cast him just based on him knowing so many people and have played with so many people. Ben was my favorite person to put in an application. I felt like every answer he gave was hilarious, and it was just amazing to see. We have big shout outs from the audience here. It sounds like Ben has played the mole before. This was Steven, one of our other board members here at Live Reality Games, commenting as us, but yeah. And then Trevor says that he lives, eats, and breeds the mole. He
is definitely somebody who is very thrown into lots of kind of competition games, and he does. He's a fan of kind of all aspects of it.
Is he going to be too confident, though? It sounds like he's played a game before, Nathan says. So he's played in BB Victory House. Like, is he too confident? Like, it's a quiz. Like, are you going to be like, oh, I know the person, and
probably
get it wrong? Yeah.
Probably. Maybe. And for that reason, because he is like a super fan, I feel like the prod team was probably smarter than to be like, oh, we'll put the super fan, they'll know what to do as the mole. And so because of that logic and that logic alone, I don't think Ben will end up being the mole.
But maybe who the mole is this next contestant. We have next contestant, Matthew. COA, age 27, Knoxville, Tennessee. Like, these descriptions are very limited. Like, they don't give me a lot to go off from, especially with this Matthew character. I have no idea who this Matthew COA person is.
Which Matthew is this?
That's Matthew Johnson.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's Matthew Johnson. He could be the mole. He's a great liar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. And knows how to twist words and knows how to make stuff up. And you could say the sky is blue, and he'll get everyone to believe that you said the sky is red.
Yeah.
So,
manipulative.
Very, very manipulative. Very, very much.
Lots of
Yeah. Loves the
yeah. Oh.
We're going to be, people are watching that are playing this game. There are a few comments coming in on the side. We're gonna totally they're gonna be so convinced that we know who the mole is. We have no idea who the
We
mole
have no
is. We have
idea.
no idea.
We just have our own logic and our own reasoning, and we're saying it. So we have no idea. So if you think, because I think somebody's a super fan, they can't be the mole, then that's the answer.
They're gonna see that hint of your kid coming down with that New York, and then who's ever from New York is gonna be the mole. Like, I figured it out already. So
Yeah.
all right. Next up on our list, we have, he calls himself the Dark Horse. We have Paige, 22 from Topeka, Kansas.
All right. So this is one of my two people.
No way.
The mole
There's
or
no
the
way.
Payton?
Here's why. Listen, I knew you were going to say that. This is why. Everyone is like, oh, it can't be Peyton. Everyone is automatically going to think it's Peyton. That's exactly why you make it Peyton.
No, Peyton has the biggest mouth.
That's
He couldn't keep it a secret. I would already know he's the mole.
Yeah.
He would have told me when he was in my bed last night that he was the mole. It would have been our pillow talk. There is no way he is the mole. And if he is, frick you for hiding it for so long. There's no way.
No.
I think that he can be the mole because
There's no way.
maybe, I don't know. He does have a big ass mouth, a huge, gigantic mouth. But
and he can't pay attention to nothing. There's no way. He has the worst ADD. He would be like flirting with somebody and be like, "Oh shoot, I gotta go do something and throw that comp. My bad, bro." There's no way it wouldn't happen. And he would say it out loud. "Oh crap, I was supposed to sabotage this one." Like, there's no way.
We love him. We love him.
This is all love, Peyton, but there's no way.
This is all love.
There's no way.
But do you think he's gonna win then? Is he, if he's not the mole, like what you're clearly saying, is he gonna be able to find out who the mole is, you think?
Probably by sleeping his way for intel.
Probably, yeah. And the things, because people talk to Peyton. Like, even if you don't like Peyton, you still will talk to Peyton.
He's so lovable. Like,
yeah, everyone talks to him, so he's gonna have all the information.
Or none, because he wasn't paying attention.
Exactly. And that's why I think that if for some reason, if I'm fucking right, and he is the mole, I think the fact that everyone will talk to him and will give him all the information, he will always know who's onto him and when and why and how and where.
I don't see it. He will be too busy flirting with somebody in the cast, probably Ben.
Right.
And he won't even know that the game's playing. But I do predict he has the most fun.
Yes. Yeah. Peyton has that special charm where he has fun wherever he goes.
Wherever.
Very approachable. And people do just tend to spill their guts to Peyton. Yeah. So I can see him getting a lot of information. Definitely not, but I can see him getting a lot of info.
I'm looking forward to this next person coming up here. We have Sarah Sassy, 46, from Aldine, New York.
Oh, you guys got my New York hint.
I was just trying for that too. I was like, oh, I see the correlation there. So, Sarah is pretty much one of the production people for Buffalo. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see somebody from production that hasn't played. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the creator of Buffalo. I'm excited to watch her play. I don't know if she could be the most, because Sarah's personality, she's very she's super into the strategy of whatever game it is. No matter what the format is, she's super into the strategy. So I can see Sarah going into the game and scoping people out and seeing who, I don't know, if the challenge was to go collect marbles, 5 red ones and 3 blue ones, who picked up 6 red ones and then dropped one on accident. Oh, you have to be the mole. I could see her, analyzing every little thing, which is not a bad thing. But she's super into the strategy of these games. So I could definitely see her, looking and always being on the prowl to see who the mole is.
And I think she's going to bring a nice perspective from all these live game players that have been there before. I think she's going to be looking at the details differently than them. Like they've already been, I don't know about Sarah's live game experience playing games, but as a production person and the creator of Buffalo and everything, just to see from that perspective, she's going to notice things differently.
Yeah,
I always like to root for the older women. It's a thing in my heart. So I'm sending you good vibes, Sarah. I hope you do great. I hope you run circles around the young people, and show them that you shouldn't have slept on the women. So there's my hope.
Piggybacking on to what Dustin was saying, and like as host of like online reality games, I know like when I play a game and like a certain type of comp is announced or a certain type of twist is announced, like as someone who has hosted a lot of games before, like I look at things as like what are they trying to get from us as players? So I think that coming into a mole game, you know, when Sarah sees a challenge, that she can look at it instead of, as you know, one of the other players might look at it as like, how can we gain as much money as possible for the team? She might be looking at it as like, how could the enemy or how could the mole try to sabotage this challenge?
Or because she has that, she can go, how am I going to sabotage it?
Right.
So
yeah. See, as somebody who doesn't really know Sarah very well at all, I would be extra watchful of somebody like her, just to keep my eye on her.
Right.
So with all of her production background experience, and she's got all those little tips and tricks, and she's seen people do it before, she should have the skills to be able to go deep undercover, you know, and sort of layer her personalities, you know, and I think she might go pretty undetected if she is the mole.
Until we just outed it. Sorry, Sarah.
I feel like we've outed everyone as the mole so far, even our panelists here right now. So, Destiny, you were rooting for the older women, as you said earlier. Just now, we have another older woman, I guess you could say. We have Misty here. Misty goes by Agent Jericho, 49, from Normal, Illinois. Now, is it really Normal, Illinois, or is she just putting that in as normal?
Missy and I actually live a few hours from each other. It is called Normal, Illinois, and we have met in person. So it is Normal, and she is one of my 2 mole picks. I think she would be a fantastic mole.
Yes. So I go ahead, Heather.
Oh no, I totally agree with Misty. I totally agree with Destiny that Misty would be the perfect mole.
Yes.
As an older woman playing LRGs, she has also like expressed to me, you know, she doesn't know what, you know, with the younger crowd and blah blah blah, and she doesn't want to be first boot, but I think she's bullshitting. I think she's probably going to be the mole. She could be very under the radar, very like under what's the word I'm looking for? Very
inconspicuous,
covert,
underwhelming, and just I think she can slide right through.
Yeah. So I'm hosting Misty in a mole org right now. Called
Is she the mole?
I don't know if anyone that's playing the game is
no one's watching. It's okay.
So I can't say. But watching her play this game, she like has her shit together. Like if she's not the enemy, we call it the enemy in our game. If she's not the mole, then she is very her instincts are good and she's looking for things. If she is, then she knows how to hide it. So she's playing a really good game right now. And I think that she definitely, she was one of my 2 for that could be the mole for the Michigan mole. Because she has like all the characteristics. Like I think that a mole should be, their personality should be infectious, and she's just that person you can talk to. I feel like they need to have a good sense of trustworthiness to get people, you know, to believe that they are what they say they are. I believe they need to have good communication skills, which she has. I feel like she has like all the things that a mole needs.
You just did a resume for her. She's hired. I think the other benefit of Missy is going to be that she's like emotionally intelligent, so she's going to be able, when it is so heightened, to be able to calm people down and keep it calm. and she's kind of going to be that rock, I think, for a lot of people, which is a benefit. So you need that in there.
Yeah.
So,
and if she's not the mole, I definitely could see her taking on that role of like, okay, we just did this challenge. We're going to have to go take this quiz soon. What are we thinking? Like, let's discuss this, like, as a group. And, like, definitely use that. I don't like using that word, like, motherly or matronly, but that leadership type of position. I definitely could see her taking on that role each round to, like, round up the horses and figure out who's the white stallion in the room of black horses. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely could see her doing that.
As an older woman, her intuition is more finely tuned than some crowd. And she knows what to say and when to say it. She's got those sort of skills that maybe the younger people don't have, and they'll look to her as a role model. I think she's going to do fantastic. Amazing.
A lot of comments came in for Missy too. Robert's a big fan here too, and Trevor as well. But quick shout out for everyone watching right now. Hannah says the whole cast is watching. So folks, the game has already started, and we don't even know this. We're part of the game now, folks.
We're always part. Isn't that why you made me have Olivia walk downstairs in that New York t-shirt?
We're still live though, Destiny.
Sorry. Shoot. Awkward.
Matt, one of the production members working remotely while in Canada, says it's going to be a crazy game and we're excited for a crazy game. Ben is also chiming in saying that they are all watching us and our predictions. So best of luck to everyone.
I'll be in the living room watching it on the big screen then together.
You guys need to be taking notes because this is going to be used for a comp later on.
I could see them running around like they're like, I need a pen right now. So but one of the people that may be running around that I'm not too familiar with is Blaine here, the Gobbler, 34 from Austin, Texas. I wonder if there's any turkeys around. Like if you see like Thanksgiving decorations, the Gobbler, Blaine.
I think it's
might be a correlation.
30er than that.
Is it?
Maybe.
Oh.
Heather would know.
It's the cast watching it. So
cute.
Shared a video. Maybe I'll pop one of them on, but we'll see.
I don't know Blaine, but I can talk about you like I do because I feel like none of us really know you. Blaine is a genuine human being. He saved an elderly woman from a dying fiery building single-handedly.
Whoa.
He opened an orphanage in Canada, Australia, and New Mexico. Don't ask why New Mexico. It was Texas. He just couldn't do it there.
I hear he has a great rock collection at home. He collects things like encyclopedias. He goes to garage sales. Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I do actually know Blaine.
Oh.
Well, not really no, but I mean, he did co-host a game that I was in maybe 5 or 6 years ago. That's really all I remember. But I do remember like really, really liking him and connecting with him. And then he disappeared for several years.
The orphanage takes a lot of time, Heather.
I know, and he's just a saint. He's a beautiful human being.
Leave Blaine alone. The children need him.
The children all over the world, in Canada, Australia, and New Mexico.
Yeah.
Those are our biggest YouTube followers. So anybody that isn't following us yet on YouTube, make sure you follow us. Australia is a huge crowd. They bring in a Backyard Survivor and Melbourne Survivor. Two of the biggest live reality games. And for everyone watching right now, we are holding a contest. Once we get up to 500 people on our Facebook page, we'll be giving away a few of these nice little buffs here with the Live Reality Games logo on it for you to win. Details will come out once we hit that 500. So if you're not yet subscribed or liked our page on Facebook, that is facebook.com/Live Reality Games, make sure you do that. Until this next person, we have Jamie. Goes by Jenna Sequa.
Je ne sais quoi. Y'all, I'm the dumbest one on this prod, and I'm the one who got it.
Jenna Sequa. Got it.
32 from Orlando, Florida.
Oh, okay. So she's representing Orlando. I'm from Orlando, so I gotta stand up. All right, for all the Mickey men and women. All right. I have only seen Jamie in passing. Similar to seeing Ben in passing. So I don't know much about her, but I feel like she's gonna do well in the game. That's all.
She has a great resemblance to Missy. Somebody might want to do a DNA test. They look almost, just in their cast photos, almost mother and daughterly. I know they're not, but they look very, very similar. So that I don't know who she is, but I definitely would have thought that was Missy's photo there, minus the arm tattoo.
Mm-hmm. Jamie has she's got like a very calming personality. That's what I know about Jamie. She's very very level-headed, analytical, very conscious of what she says and who could be listening. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, she's very, very, very aware.
Those skills could come in handy as a mole, for sure.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
I think she's already smarter than 3 out of the 4 of us. So I was like, what's this code name? I don't get it. And the Destiny was the one to be like, oh yeah, this is what it is. So.
I was warming up my French accent.
Oh.
Je ne sais quoi is like a is like a is that a sex thing?
No, je ne sais quoi means I don't know. I don't know what.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
En français.
I thought it was a naughty thing.
Maybe it's a trick. I don't know who the mole is because it's me.
But perhaps the mole is this next character, Nate Prometheus, age 25, Oak Ridge, Tennessee. I've watched Nate a few times on like live game stuff. He seems very competitive. I haven't seen his strategic side come out in these games except for like competition-based stuff, and this one's not really competition-based. So I'm excited to see him in a different element.
Yes. Yeah.
I think Nate is very smart, and his appearance makes people think he's not. So he's very tall and kind of buff, and like he looks like a meathead, and like you're like, okay, bro, you want to go bro out? Like, let's go. Want to go do a shot, dude? But he's not. He is much smarter than that, and he hasn't had the ability to kind of show it because I think people keep throwing him into these competitions. And I think that the one that I remember the most is him picking his own number in Mayhem, and he eliminated himself from a competition because he picked his own number. So I think that those kind of things are going to allow people to think that he's not intelligent. He's just a bro. Let him bro around and do those things. And I think that would be, and maybe he not like, bro, I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry, we lost that comp, man. My bad. Sorry, bro.
That's a good way to sabotage. Yeah.
It could.
Sorry, bro.
You got to play to your strengths, man.
Yeah. I do like Nate. So I played Shady Survivor with him. He ended up leaving very early in the game. And so we didn't get to know each other more, but I think that he's just good people, and good people matter. So,
yeah.
Good. Just a quick shout out to the folks watching at home. Look, there they are. They're all ready to play the game after they hear their cast assessment from us. So,
woo!
There they are. Yay. On this other tab, though, we have our next person. Looks like Jason Montag, 26 from Lansing, Michigan. Hey, Michigander. Yay, finally somebody from Michigan playing Michigan Mole. Thank you, Jason, for representing us.
I love Jason Westerhall. Actually, it is Jason Westerhall. Super, super smart guy. He is very, he's a teacher. We've played several trivia games together, so he knows his shit. I think he's very observant. Being a teacher, I bet he's got a lot of organizational skills, be able to like wrangle people, command attention. I think those are going to be some of his strengths.
Yeah, I've hosted Jason in a couple trivia games. The aura that he gave off was very like all right, this is how we're going to do this. Let's everybody stay on task. Let's get it done. Let's have a good time. But remember, there's a time to play and there's a time to be serious, a time for business. And I think that is a strong skill to have. And like I said, any of these players with these leadership skills, with these cattle wrangling skills, are going to excel in this game, because those are the people that people are going to bring the information to. Those are the people that are going to be in charge, unspokenly, of making sure that everyone's ducks are in a row so that we can figure out who the mole is. And if the person that is the mole has those skills, it's over. Like, sorry for the team. They're going to need as much help as they can get.
Jason being a teacher, I think he's going to go in there and just have fun. He has had a year of just, he's like, I ain't helping y'all. Y'all figure it out. I'm going to just be here and have fun. I have not met a single person who doesn't like Jason. If you don't like Jason, you don't have a soul. Like, you just can't not like him. He's just a genuine human being. Do I think he's a mole? No, I don't. I think that he's going to come into this game. Not that he couldn't be, but I think that it's going to be more of letting his hair down, letting loose a little bit, having a break from the stressor that he had. And I just don't think, with as good of a person and that as emotionally in tune with everything, that he would take on the role of the mole.
I think he would. I think he's down for the challenge. Yeah, I think he would be a good mole.
Oh, he'd be a great mole. I just think that he didn't do it because of the world. I think he didn't do it. So that's me. Again, I don't know. That's just my reasoning why I wouldn't write his name down. That's why I think.
Well, the person that you might be writing down is this next character here. Goes by Killa Nick, 28, from St. Cloud, Minnesota. I'm pretty sure that's Minnesota, right? Or is that Maine?
Oh, dear. You don't even know what you're talking about. He's from Minnesota,
I got it right.
Nick. Do I know that Nick? What Nick is that?
Benner.
Oh, I can't tell. It is Benner. Hi.
Benner?
I have my suspicions. I don't know who this Nick character is, but Nick, there's 4 letters, and Mole has 4 letters in it, so Nick is already on my list, by the way. So
very, very astute observation. I think Nick is very he's so personable. He is a bit of a hothead.
Very much so.
Yeah, so I don't know if he would make a good mole. But he is very smart, and I think he's really underestimated in a lot of these games. I know he's underestimated in a lot of these games.
And he does usually, unfortunately, end up getting taken out like right at the last. He gets 4th, so he doesn't get to compete as the final 3, or he just keeps getting right there and then booted out. He does have some connections in the game already, so maybe that will be beneficial. I won't dime him out. They can figure it out on themselves. It's there. But Nick does have a temper, and he is very, not in a bad way. It's not a bad thing, but he is very emotional, and it's hard to keep that in. And so I don't see him throwing a competition. He's so competitive, and he's good at it, so he should be, because he's good at it. I just can't see him being okay to throw a competition ever.
So I feel like Nick is the same way with games as I am. Whereas when we are like when we are in for something, we are into it. So if I know that I'm not the mole and somebody is accusing me of being the mole, like, it's on and pop it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I feel like that could definitely be his downfall. Yeah. And I don't know. I definitely, if he is the mole, I give I like to play devil's advocate, give everybody a chance, so if he is the mole, he has some work cut out for him. He's going to have a lot of self-control.
Don't sleep on him, though, because he can do it.
Yeah, for sure.
He can do it. So I think it'll just kind of matter on what his headspace is when he came into this game. And hopefully he's there to have fun. Nick and I have talked a little bit before any of this, not about the game, just about life. And he got life. So hopefully he can have a little bit of fun and just enjoy what the live reality game life and experiences and just have a lot of fun out of it, because ultimately that's what you're there for.
Exactly.
Quick little update on some of the cast members. We did go over Jason. We just found out Jason couldn't make it to the game. So I
Told
will
you he wasn't the mole. Suck it, suckers. Suck
maybe
it
he
up.
was. This could be an interesting game if no moles in there. Like, we're all not there and we're all the moles. So
Sucks to
This
suck,
could
Heather.
be a moleless mole game.
Oh, is that why they keep calling me to come up there? Let me get in the car.
Well, let's see if this next character is going to be fitting in for the mole, since Jason can't be there and Jason was clearly the mole. We figured you out already. So maybe it is Agent Speckles. Evan, 28 from Springfield.
This is my second pick from the mole. I don't know who he is, but I love him. We've talked a few times. I talk shit on every one of the cast photo reveal. I don't mean it. I just think I'm funny. You probably don't think I am, but I think I am, and it gave me happiness. And he took it. He was like, "Who are you?" Okay. And so I called him Catman the entire time. And I think him and his cat are the mole. And he has minions in the other cat brigade.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to work for him like evil kitty spawns that they are.
Ooh.
And I love him. I don't know him and I love him. So don't fail me, Evan.
Unfortunately, Snickers was unable to make it to the event as well. Snickers is close by. So Snickers is rooting from afar for Evan to play in this game. Whether it be the mole, whether it be, he has 4 letters in his name too. Actually, Evan.
Yep, Evan.
I think
that's a good cipher. Like, E is for M.
Did they get to pick their things? Did they get to? They
Their
did.
code names.
Okay.
Agent Speckles.
I don't remember what mine was.
Probably Hobag.
Probably.
I know Evan from live games and stuff. Evan is a great player, super analytical. So if there is a clue, he will not let it pass him up. He is going to find every single clue and every single thing that isn't a clue. Evan, exactly. He might get caught in one of those things like, oh, I see this, and see this. There is that, but that didn't mean it for some reason. So super intelligent, and he tore my game apart, which I appreciate, and I can't wait to play again with you. But Evan and Snickers, best of luck. All right, next up we have, speaking of animals, we have this gummy worm, because a worm is an animal. That was my lead into for this one. Gummy worm, Ryan, 25 from Devon, PA.
I don't know Ryan, but just from this picture, I think that Ryan is not the mole. I don't think that Ryan knows what's happening right now.
Oh my gosh, I was literally trying to go find another picture of him because I don't have nice things to say off of his, because he looks lost. He looks confused.
Does he know what's happening? What is his name? I want to find this guy because I'm sure he's a nice guy.
I'm sure you're lovely, but do you know that you're in a live game? Blink twice for yes. Ooh, awkward. He didn't blink, so that's awkward.
What is his last name?
I have no idea. I'm sorry. If you want to keep this a secret, we always have that private chat in the side. So if you want to type his last name, I have no idea what it is. I'm sorry.
I'm looking at these
photos. On the tip of my tongue.
There's a joke.
Matt, here we go. Thank you. Saved us. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
Really? That was a bad photo of you, Ryan. Did you do that on purpose?
I know him.
Already discussing his deception and his chameleon skills.
Look at that. He tricked us all.
He did. Okay, I know this guy.
I was going to say we got comments in too, so thank you for filling in when we had no idea who this person was.
Yes.
This is for Ryan as well. He's very socially turned when he played the circle. So there you go, Ryan.
So this isn't fair because we're on your Facebook, but he's smart. He reviews the SAT and ACTs for a living, so he's intelligent. Sorry, buddy.
And his smile, he looks very like I like goofy people, and he looks very goofy. I'm goofy. Like I have like weird smile pictures, and like I do shit with my eyes, and he does the same thing in his pictures. And so, I like this guy. He's nice. Oh, he's
Ryan, you have a friend request coming from JT very soon. So
hi, Ryan. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Did we just make a love connection?
How are you?
Well, Ryan, good luck. You don't look you do look lovely in your on your Facebook profile picture. We'll switch that photo out for you. So
yeah.
Matt, switch it.
Matt was doing the graphics. I need Matt to fix it.
He did you dirty.
Fix it, Jesus.
Next season, Matt says casting Love is Blind. So anybody willing to apply, applications are not quite open yet, but prepare those steadily, please.
OMG.
I would
or next season of Shot of Love with JT. So we have yet to see a Bachelor, Bachelorette season or anything love related. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I was thinking other things to say, but we're going to stop it there. So we're going to pick it up with the Fox here at Travis, 37 from Dayton, Ohio. I think somebody else was from Dayton earlier. No, Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, thank you. Travis, what?
So Travis is
Travis,
amazing. Yeah, he's so good. He's so smart, and creative and outgoing. And his laugh is the most joyous thing I've ever experienced in my life. I just played a game with him where we were mortal enemies. But as soon as the winner was picked, we're like, all right, that's done with. Hi, friend, love you. But the way just when you hear him talk and just the joy and passion he has behind, you can tell when he's interested in something. Uh-huh. You can clearly tell when he's blowing smoke up your ass and he's just telling you what you want to hear, or if he's genuinely interested in what you're saying because his tone of voice and his mannerisms. But he's such a fun guy, and I think that he definitely has the social chops. Whether he is the mole or not, he has the social chops to make it to the end of the game.
I think he's also very quick to call people out on their crap. So if he sees it and he's not, he's going to call you out. So don't mess up next to him because it's not going to go well for you. I definitely think that he could be a mole. I think he has the ability. I find him to be very intelligent, very funny. He and I have a very sarcastic humor back and forth. At least I think it's funny. He might not. He might be like, fuck that lady. But I think it's hilarious. And that's all I care about. So, no.
Yeah. Love Travis. He's super creative. I can't make too many comments because I'm currently hosting him in BBMS right now. So can't make too many comments, but go Travis.
Also, comments here, I'll fill you in for Raquel loves Travis as well, as we all do. So Travis, super smart, one of our podcasters, usually for Survivor Michigan. So anybody that is following Survivor Michigan, make sure you tune in to check out our recaps and interviews when they do happen. I think another one is scheduled for Monday. I think we're still working out the date. So we can't wait to get that season back up and running when we can. So next up, we have a slideshow from the late Alex Trebek, which I just skipped on that media thing from the Michigan Bowl because I'm just streaming this from the Facebook page. And this is where everyone that is watching here can go to Facebook, search the Michigan Bowl for all the live streams. And we are getting down to the final contestants here. Next up is Joey, the Muscle, 20 from Lexington, Kentucky. Looks like he's ready to give Nate a little bit of run for the money on the Muscle category.
Yes.
He might beat Nate, actually. He's pretty...
Oh.
His build is just different, but he might beat Nate on the... They should do a push-up competition or something and stream it, because my money's on Joey. He has come with so much confidence in the past few years. I mean, he's 20, but he was in the org community. I think I met him when he was like 17. And, you know, the community kind of isn't always the nicest of places to be, and he really, like, his confidence came out, and he's just very confident now, and it's so amazing to see. So I just hope that he brings that into this game because he is very smart. He is very strategic. He just has to believe in himself on what it is about.
He's definitely getting a fan appeal from the audience. Actually, Trevor says his biceps are bigger than his thigh. And then
Let's measure that too.
Matt, one of our production people for the Michigan Mole, would like a push-up challenge. So guys, I know you're watching. If you happen to have a few minutes, I don't know how long it'll take you. Like how long does push-up take? I don't know. Maybe after this.
In the military, they get 2 minutes to do as many as they can, so it shouldn't take more than 5.
I could do about 4 in 2 minutes.
I think I did 30 for a dare once, so
it would probably take me 2 days to do 30 push-ups.
Shut up! You're just doubting yourself.
What?
Get that negativity out of here.
Oh, it's not.
Get it out. Get it out. Speak it. Blow it away.
I thought you were throwing out doubt. Like I was like, oh, I see the hit there. You're doubting yourself. Doubt live, bringing it back up again. All right.
Doubt live. Saturday, May 22nd. Be there.
Let's see here. Next person up on our list is Brittany Cruise Control, 31 from Detroit, Michigan. Another Michigander. Thank you, Brittany. Super excited about the pose there too. She looks like she's in charge, ready to like be the super sleuth or the super mole. You never know. I have no idea who Brittany is, but she's from Michigan, and I will take that any day. So go, Brittany.
Go, Brittany.
Go, Brittany. I don't know you either.
So I'm low key. I'm like everybody was at the Oscars last year. Who you rooting for? Anybody black. So go, Brittany. Let's go, girl.
Oh, from the comments, we have Brittany. Brittany seems to be a newbie to this community. Brittany, welcome. We really root for you. Brittany's a friend. Hey,
welcome to the game. And I don't know. Production may be like, she's a newbie. Nobody knows her. She'll be, let's figure them out. I don't know.
Maybe she'll have the best insight on it. Brittany, if you're watching, calm your nerves. Everyone is nervous. Just be you and go have fun. Those first live games are, the first little bit of it is nerve-wracking.
But once you get into the groove of things,
shake it off, get it in there, and then play the game. Do that damn thing. I think newbies have a great advantage because they don't have the previous baggage. To go into these games. So
when you see a couple people talking in the corner, don't be afraid to just go on up.
Also, they can't conspire against you if you break it up. Just walk up there. They can't talk about you because you're standing right there.
Yeah, you are a clean slate. You can be anything that you need that you need to be to anybody.
Yeah.
So use that to your advantage.
Don't be manipulated. Don't let them manipulate you, girl.
Yeah.
Lie, Matt. The other cast members are assholes. They're gonna not talk to her for. I'm just kidding.
No, I think there's a nice assortment of cast members here. I think they've all had experiences with live games. They know how to do it. So, I think live games are really meant to bring the best out of people. And Brittany, I really hope you have a fantastic time. We are all secretly rooting for you as our fan favorite because newbie in a cast like this, you're in a big pool of sharks. Like these people are here to play, but this is the mole. They can't vote you out. They can't conspire against you. I guess they could in some aspect, but this is a game that you can just take it to the end by yourself. So
exactly.
Also, info from Nathan here, another Big Brother Columbus player and podcaster here. Don't be afraid to barge into closed rooms or listen in from the door. So
get on that floor and put your ear to that crack.
Yes.
And listen.
Everybody else, don't listen to those comments. These are only meant for Brittany, by the way.
Yes, only for Brittany. If anyone else is sitting on the floor listening, then you're automatically eliminated.
She's just taking a nap.
Hey, play under the radar. Somebody that might play under the radar too is our next contestant, Jericho for Ross. Maybe an X-Men reference. I'm excited to see that. 24 from Muskegon, Michigan. Jericho. She's played a number of Mayhems already, right? Destiny, did you play with Jericho?
I did, and she was eliminated so early in the game, and I felt so bad for her. People just did not give her the chance. And I didn't get why, but I also wasn't going to go stand in front of a bus for anybody because I didn't want to be the person that they did instead. So, she is so nice, and she just is so nice. And we've said that just about so many people, but there are people who are just genuinely good people and good-hearted and good souls and would give you the shirt off your back or their back, her back. And that is Jericho. She would do whatever she could for somebody. And so, again, with that logic, I don't think she's the mole because not that she's not capable, because she's capable of whatever she wants to do. But I just don't think that it's in her good-hearted nature to throw people under the bus.
Like my good-hearted nature. I would never.
No, you'd be the damn mole.
He is the damn mole.
I wouldn't do such a thing.
Yeah. You would. And then you'd lie about it. You'd be like, I didn't throw that comp.
I'd turn it down.
Yeah. I had a similar experience with Jericho at home for the holidays where was she first boot, JT? I believe she was.
She was.
Yeah. So I didn't really get to see her play. She's got a pretty good reputation in the org community as the comeback queen. So she's pretty good with comps, and she's got to have some strategy going on. So
that's what I was gonna say too. So after home for the holidays, a bunch of us that didn't drive, we stayed for an extra day or so while we were waiting for flights and such. And I just got to spend some time and just chill and talk to her, and she's just very genuine. I can't think of another word. She's very real. This is how I feel. We might not agree, but guess what? That's okay. And she's just very
she's just good people.
Yeah, she's a good person. And those are the kinds of she's definitely the kind of person. Don't get any ideas, Jericho, but she's definitely the kind of person that when they vote you out, you're okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're a nice person, and she doesn't I'm gonna evict you, but guess what? I left tea and cookies on your jury bed.
Yeah. I know you're really upset. You can cry to me. I'm sorry I voted you, but we can talk about it.
Yeah, very that kind of person. Yeah.
They don't have the cutthroat skills to be a deceptive creature.
I don't think so either. I know Frost, however, is her last name, so it can't. I don't think it's an X-Man thing. I think it's just.
Got it.
And she's not a frosty person, so she's good people.
She is definitely a comeback queen, though. In a competition like this, I don't know if there's any comeback challenges. She definitely reins it in on challenges, especially when her lifeline in games is on the line. So, Jericho, best of luck to you. All right. This next person, the last on our list, we have made it through all the contestants so far. And last but not least, as Kirk, Captain 41 from Norton Shores, Michigan. You want to start?
No, you go ahead. You know him. You know Kirk.
I do know Kirk. Kirk is, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think he's probably not the mole. As far as being the best sleuth in the house, there are two sides of Kirk. Either he finds 3 hidden immunity idols playing Survivor, or every Monday morning he can't find his keys. So really, literally, there are two sides to Kirk. So I don't know if it's going to be the Survivor Kirk or the regular Kirk that can't find anything. So, which he messaged about 3 times while packing today, just trying to find stuff.
Love Kirk. He's so personable. And he's just like a big, gentle, goofy giant. And you'll just if you haven't met Kirk yet, you'll definitely fall in love with him. Keep an eye on him. He's smarter than he looks. My opinion.
I have not met Kirk, or I don't think I've played a game with Kirk. I don't think so. But he's hot.
I get good. When you see a picture of somebody and you're naturally drawn to it, and you're like, oh, I don't know Kirk, but I want to get to know him.
Mhm. Kirk and Dustin came out to Toronto. What was that, 4 years ago? 5 years, 4 or 5?
It's too long ago, we
Yeah.
can say, yes.
And we had a mutual friend who they were coming to visit. It happened to be my birthday weekend. We did an escape room together. It was an amazing experience. Kirk is definitely, I think that he's going to be a glue to kind of hold a bunch of little groups together.
Mhm.
He'll be able to sort of seamlessly go around and get information that he needs. I think he's going to do very well. I think he's got a great ability to be the mole, but like Justin was saying, maybe sometimes he's a little scatterbrained and can't sort of focus his thoughts sometimes.
That's perfect. Use that to trick them into thinking you're not the mole. Kirk's the mole. He's got it.
From our podcasters watching at home, Kirk is so amazing. Stacy says Kirk is amazing. Nathan says we sound a little biased because we know who Kirk is. Yes, Kirk is one of our podcasters here as well on live reality games. So
I had no idea.
Yeah, I live with the guy, so I got to be a little biased at least, right?
Oh, you do
Spoiler
know that
alert.
he's the mole.
Heather brought up a game that she played with, hosted by Jake Valentine. Actually, that was the first live game I was ever a part of. Jake hosted The Mole. Kirk brought me and a friend, Stephanie. We all played for, I think it was a weekend kind of trip. And we played over the course and had such a great time and got me in this community. So I am forever grateful for that experience. And I am forever grateful that was the only game that I beat Kirk in. So maybe you can pull this one off and take this one home and win, because I did make it further than you. Just as a reminder, every time that comes up, I have to bring it up.
Love that.
All right, folks, that rounds out our cast list. So everyone on this image here is playing the game except for Jason, who could not make it out.
Nice cast.
I'm so that I'm not there.
Me too. My dumb husband had to have surgery. Just kidding.
Well,
I'll show you guys seeing him in the background on crutches.
I should have used my mole skills and dug under the border, and I would have been there with you guys. Story.
One of these days. Season 2 is definitely going to be a hit as well, because this first season looks amazing. I had a great intro podcast with the production team going over some of the questions about the mole, what it was, when it was, and it just was a fantastic team to get to interview. So great job for production. I can't wait to see what happens. But we are here to make the decisions of the night. I know we have a few moles picked out. We have a few winners picked out, possibly, but we'll make our best predictions and be completely wrong, except for me, who will nail both of them, just as a heads up. So, JT, you are our newbie here tonight.
Okay.
Do you want to kick things off? Should we start with the mole or the winner? What would you like?
I think we should start with winners.
Winners. All right, JT, who are we thinking is going to be the winner, the best sleuth of the night?
My winner pick is Travis.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
I think that his personality is going to. So the person that I'm saying is the mole was going to be my other winner pick. If they're not the mole, then they're my other winner pick. So I think his personality is going to draw people in and get him information. And he has a very good memory. And I feel like he's going to use all the information he gets to help him ace the quizzes.
Stacy is chiming in. She says, good pick, JT. So, got a little shout out from the audience there agreeing with you. So, Heather, you want to go next?
For my winner pick, I think I am going to root for Missy. I think she's gonna have all those observation skills, get all the information. I feel really good about Missy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Destiny, you're a fan of Missy. Was that your winner pick, or who do you have?
No, she's not my winner pick. I'm gonna go, and I think I'm gonna shake it up a little bit here, and I'm going Sabrina. I think Sabrina is going to be the winner of this game. I just do. I'm not even going to say why. I just do.
Okay.
So, go ladies. Just let a lady win.
Honestly, I was going to go with the lady. I think I said it kind of in the comments earlier. I was really rooting for this person to see their different perspective that I think a lot of people are going to get blinded by, and their past alliances. They're going to get confused about all that mumbo jumbo. But somebody coming in, besides Brittany, I'm going to go with Sarah, the host, and not the host, but the creator of Survivor Buffalo.
I almost said Sarah. Almost.
I think definitely she has the mindset behind it, especially being able to host a game like this. We all understand about hosting games, and especially live games too, how intricate it is. I think Sarah's going to be able to pick up on the clues and try to figure it out from there. So, just saying. So, we have Sarah, Sabrina, Missy, and Travis. So, best of luck to everyone, though. I am rooting, especially if Kirk wins. Like, that's money in my pocket, too. But anyway, Destiny, you were first here to join me on the pre-check-in thing. Do you want to start who you think is the mole?
Yeah, so I if we're going for who I think can manipulate everyone the most, it's going to be Matthew Johnson. But in my heart, in my soul, who I think is going to run circles and be the mole and nobody's going to know it. Sorry, girl, I'm going to call you out right here. But it's Missy. I think Missy is going to be the mole. I think in her loving, caring, charismatic way, she's going to fool everyone. You're not going to write her name down on the test. You're going to be like, it's not Missy. She's been standing next to me the whole game. Missy's my mole pick.
JT, you went first last time, so let's switch to Heather. Heather, who do you got for the mole?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm thinking Jamie or Kitty Cat or Sarah. Oh my God, Jamie, Kitty Cat guy. Who's Kitty Cat guy's name again?
Snickers.
Evan.
That's the only one that matters.
Evan.
That's Evan, you matter too, but I miss Snickers already.
I think production might pick somebody who isn't like well connected, you know, just to kind of see what they would do. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go Jamie. I'm gonna go Jamie.
All right, good choice.
Jamie, Evan, Sarah.
Just kind of combine them all, you know.
Exactly. Jamie, Sarah. Yeah.
Oh, is that okay?
So
yeah.
Oh, so this person I'm picking as the mole because I think that they have a lot of connections. I think their personality is infectious to create new connections for the newer people that they haven't met before or that they haven't crossed paths before. I think that they're good at comps, a variety of types of challenges, physical, mental, emotional, and social. So I feel like they're able to manipulate those skills to blend in. So I'm going to go with Sabrina as the mole.
Honestly, that's who I was going to pick as well. So good choice, JT. I'm going to keep things fresh, though, since you did claim Sabrina. So I back you up. Now I back you up like 14%. Okay, I'm backing away from Sabrina. Okay. Now I'm going with another strong selection here. We are going to go with Brittany.
Okay.
Being the most unconnected. She's a friend in production. Thanks, Matt, for that hint in the background because we didn't know who Brittany was. Definitely Brittany. 100% Brittany now.
Go Brittany.
I was with Sabrina for a little bit, but no, I think like Brittany's a strong choice. Like she could very well be the mole. She doesn't know anybody. She has no past connections. Nobody's gonna know when she's lying or is saying something that isn't true. Like nobody knows who she is. So Brittany, the secret is between us. You are the mole. And best of luck sabotaging all this, but make sure Kirk wins so I can take some money home. I'm just joking, Kirk. You can keep it for whatever you want. I said it there, okay? Kirk,
so the true question, did Missy ever get her Diet Coke with Splenda? And did somebody bring a blow dryer for, I think it was Sarah? Did those two things happen? The world needs to know.
I saw someone comment that they did have a blow dryer.
Okay.
For Sarah.
Okay.
And I'm not sure about the Diet Coco Splenda, but knowing Missy, she'll find a way to get it.
Misty was supposed to bring me American Girl Scout cookies, so I wondered if she brought those.
Ooh.
Oh.
Heather, I have like 13 boxes in my freezer. I can send them to you like in the morning.
Well, no, I'm doing that keto shit now, so you missed your opportunity.
You can have
keto
Girl Scout
listen, let me
cookies.
tell you, Girl Scout cookies freeze very well, so they will be here this time next year, and they'll be perfectly fine.
Excellent.
Very true. But before we go, all those questions can be answered if you follow the Michigan Mole on Facebook. Follow them for all their up-to-date streams. They will stream as much as possible. So it'll be great to join that community once again and see how things take off in this season 1 of the Michigan Mole. Destiny, you mentioned something about having a possible like group chat as the
right after here, I will make a group chat for those who are interested. I guess I'll write a little post in the Michigan Mole, and if you're interested, I will add you to it. Throughout the weekend, throughout the day, people will send in when they can watch, because you can't always watch, and you'll just kind of get updates from a chat. You can root, you can cheer on. Your comments stay there. Hopefully they don't leave, and it's something that's just a little bit quieter than on that main page.
And then I think I talked Destiny into being a possible podcaster for us. So stay tuned to check her out for more episodes, maybe coming from Destiny. Heather, you are putting on The Root of All Evil coming up pretty soon. Where do people go and find out about that?
The Root of All Evil page, Root of All Evil live page. I'll drop it in the chats or on the page later. This October in North Carolina, put on by myself and Matt and Clark Wilcox and Rex Barnes and Will Satterwhite. It's
fantastic coming back to live games in this new year, because we have another one to talk about. JT also has something, right?
Yes, I do. This Saturday, 2 days, less than 48 hours. And well, actually, I just realized that in 48 hours, hopefully, if the schedule's right, we will be starting the final elimination ceremony of the game in exactly 48 hours, which is crazy. So the game is called Doubt Live. If anyone is watching that has played Digital Doubt, it's a online, it's an org that my friends Dina and Cheryl and I started. It's a cross between Big Brother, Survivor, and Sequester with a little, mental warfare mixed in.
You will doubt everything.
Yes, you will. You won't believe anything Destiny has played before. You won't believe anything anyone says. We have pulled the craziest twists out of our asses. It's so good, and I'm so excited. This is the very first live game. It's a one-day game. It's live, and we have 18 fantastic players from the org community, from the live game community, people that have never played a live game before. It's going to be great. I'm super excited.
And of course, once we hit 500 people, we'll be giving away a few of these here for some people along with the contest. So make sure you subscribe to Live Reality Games on YouTube and, of course, on Facebook. Once we hit that significant 500 mark, we'll be doing our little giveaway. So thank you all for watching tonight, and make sure you follow the Michigan Mole all weekend, and we'll see you there.
Do we know when that's going to start live casting? Do we know, Matt?
That is a great question. Let's hang out until production tells us a little bit. Matt, what's going on? No, that's a great,
When are we starting this? When can we see the first stuff?
Let me go grab. I'll go grab it.
Go grab it. Okay, well, Heather is working on that. Let's do a shout out for our viewers tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We had Brian and Nathan and Hannah and Steven and Trevor and everybody else in the comments, too. I just can't keep up with everyone. There's Stacy as well.
Hi. Thank you for correcting the pronouns.
Literally watching.
We apologize.
We have Matt, production member, here.
Oh, a secret interview.
Matt,
when do we go live? When do we start seeing this amazing season?
I am very sure that they'll probably be doing some live stuff tonight, but it's all going to be fun stuff. There's no game beginning until tomorrow morning, I believe.
Now, are you sure about that? There's no hints along the way you want to drop or anything like that?
No. I cannot say anything. I believe the 5th.
Can you plead the 5th in Canada?
No, we can't, but I like to say it because it makes me feel powerful.
I don't think there's a pleading the fifth in Canada. Tell us now or die. No.
Uh-oh. Well, let's just slide on this one. Only time will tell. And only time will tell on the Facebook page at the Michigan Mole. So make sure you check it out there. And until next time, we'll be talking about updates later. So bye, folks.
Bye. Good luck.